Welcome back. Corporate debt rising. Federal Reserve Chairman Jay Powell warning that it could put the U.S. economy at risk, but can't be compared to the subprime mortgage bubble 10 years ago. Joining us right now is Florida Bankers Association President and CEO Alex Sanchez. Hey, Alex, good to see you.
Maria, thank you for having me back on.
We talk about debt all the time, whether it's the national debt of $22 trillion or corporate debt rising. Markets don't care.
Yeah, Maria, look, I think the chairman's comments here were good. They were appropriate and timely. But we don't want to be where we were 10 years ago. 10 years ago, we were talking about why aren't the banks lending? The U.S. banking system is at the highest levels of capital in our history. And I think the stress testing that our larger banks and regional banks receive, we're well capitalized and can handle, as the chairman said, any downturn in the economy. So, yes, businesses are borrowing because they feel confident in the economy, Maria, and versus what we were 10 years ago when they weren't borrowing.
Yeah. But this is a risk that the Federal Reserve keeps highlighting. This is the third time in at least, I think, about 6 months or so that the Federal Reserve has highlighted risk tied to non-financial corporate borrowing, and particularly leveraged loans, which is a $1.1 trillion market that grew by 20% last year as credit standards declined. The fact that they keep hammering this, they're trying to tell people, you should be worried about this, trying to tell investors, be careful.
Yeah, and a good point. But as the chairman said, it is a moderate risk. That's how he classifies it. I don't see the leveraging either among consumers or businesses that existed back in 07, 06, heading into the Great Recession of 08. So I don't think we are anywhere near that right now. But as far as the banking system is concerned, our criticized assets, when our regulators come in to check our banks out, whether it's big banks, community banks, or regional, are all-time low. So our criticized assets are very low. People are paying on time. Companies are paying on time. So yeah. I think that's a testament to the economy.
I want to talk about your story because you wrote a new op-ed on foxbusiness.com. It's fantastic. Thanks for writing. And you write, my life under capitalism has been one of growth, opportunity, challenge, reward, failure, success, triumph, and I would not change a thing. This system we call free enterprise, also referred to as capitalism, is the best one ever invented. You came here from Cuba with your family back in September of 1962, and you were fleeing. You wanted asylum. You were fleeing what was going on in Cuba. Before we get to the story, you have a Gallup poll this morning, John. 4 in 10 Americans embrace some form of socialism.
And it's even worse when you look a little deeper into these Gallup numbers. 51% of Americans say that socialism would be a bad thing. 43% would be a good thing. Only 51% of Americans say socialism would be a bad thing. There are mixed opinions, according to Gallup, on what Americans think about socialism. But I can tell you what's a couple key takeaways. One, 57% of Democrats in America say that socialism is a good thing.
Wow, socialism is a good thing. You lived it. Socialism and then capitalism. Right. Go for it.
Maria, look, it saddens me to even see the numbers that John is mentioning. I mean, it should be a 90-10% argument, or if not higher than that. Socialism is a sharing of the misery, as Winston Churchill said. And as Margaret Thatcher also said, that the problem with socialism is when you run out of other people's money.
Right.
And so it doesn't work. Give me one example, Mr. Sanders, or anyone else on the socialist side where it has worked worldwide. Venezuela, Cuba, the Soviet Union, Eastern Europe, it does not work.
Well, we had some socialists on the show. Nomiki Konks, she said she's not an out-and-out socialist, but she's a socialist with some safety nets. I mean, I don't know what that is, but do you think maybe that people are not understanding what socialism means? Well, that's why you're seeing the numbers that you're talking about.
That's exactly right. You don't see it, and it's borne out in the deeper dive, which is Americans, by and large, 75% of Americans support a free market for technological innovation. Mm-hmm. So as it relates to, they get that the free market works, but they're frustrated with things like health care and the environment.
And the income inequality.
Income inequality. And protecting consumers online is a big thing as well.
But Maria, this is the greatest wealth-generating country and system ever invented by man and womankind. It's not even in question. And
it's messy. It's not, it can be messy.
There's a joke in Spain that I'll cut it short. It says, when you ask a socialist, if you had 2 homes, would you give one to the party? The answer is yes. And then you ask them, how about those 2 bicycles over there? Would you give one to the party? He says, no, those are mine. So that he actually has and that he's worked for. No one wants to give what they've worked hard for to the government and the sharing of. So it doesn't work. I mean, and it's hypocritical.
It's more insidious because when you have fully socialized medicine, you have a government and inept, megalomaniacal bureaucrats deciding who gets to live and who dies. That's what it boils down to. Again, it's price controls and it's rationing. And it's like, oh, well, you're 90. You're not going to get that cancer drug because, well, you're 90. And people laugh at me when I say that, but that's ultimately what has to happen.
Because the government are making decisions about, the government is making decisions about you and how it will spend money on an MRI, on a cancer drug, whatever it is. It's the government's decision.
Well, basically, these individuals want to turn the United States into New York City, and we can see what Bill de Blasio has done to this fine city. And the very people in need here, the most vulnerable, they get ignored by these bureaucrats.
Look what Governor Cuomo said. He said, first, they told us to tax the rich. Now they're leaving. And so, you know, if socialism doesn't work.
If Americans are upset with the influence of money on politics now, wait until it's socialized, because money will buy access and influence.
Well, the money will go to the politicians. Yeah. There you go.
And Maria, so look, I think this debate is over with, and I think hopefully our university systems will embrace the free enterprise system. I think that's what our students should be learning.
Alex, thank you very much.
Thank you, Maria. Thanks for having me on.
For the op-ed and this conversation, Alex Sanchez.